start on healthcare in terms of delivery. So that's where those two come together.
Yeah, so many advantages, of course, to artificial intelligence, particularly in the health industry. And we talk about it on AI Decoded every week. Let's bring in our co-host, Stephanie Hare, Dr. Stephanie Hare, who's with me and is probably watching some of the reporting around this meeting here in Evian. It's good to have you with us, Stephanie. What do you understand is the American position vis-a-vis Anthropic? Because it certainly overshadowed the meeting today. Why are they banning the export of Fable 5 and Mythos 5?
So in some sense, they are taking Anthropic at their word, because Anthropic, of course, has been one of the leading American AI companies warning that AI models are becoming so powerful, so sophisticated, that they could potentially destroy cybersecurity as we know it, or indeed pose an existential threat to humanity. So you reap what you sow. If that's the argument you're going to make, you can't be surprised when governments take you seriously, test your models, or act on other companies' advice that they've found a flaw in the model, and pull it. What's weird and political, I think, about the US government's position is that they said that these models were safe for Americans, but not non-Americans. That's clearly unenforceable. So Anthropic was required to pull the models for everybody. That was political.
So when you look at the theme in Canada of AI for all and the sharing of this technology across the industrialized world, do you think there will be concerns in the room this afternoon that, in fact, Donald Trump is weaponizing some of those systems?
I think we've actually got the analysis for this backwards. These systems are weapons, right? They're used to make weapons that are being fought in fields of war right now. Right. So we need to really think through this. People have been warning about these being very powerful and wanting regulation. The companies, if anything, have watered down any efforts to have meaningful regulation of AI. So it's a bit odd to suddenly say, it's government weaponizing AI regulation, when in fact these companies build AI that acts as a weapon. Right. It can also be for good. That's the problem. It's a dual use technology. So that's something that we need to think about. But I think there's also this fact that when we're talking about all of a sudden the Europeans are waking up to the fact that they are over-reliant on the US technology stack, that's been true for a really long time. And it's not something they're going to be able to fix right away.
No, they might have a problem with it. What they do about it is a completely different question. I think in the general debate when it comes around an AI, and you see it again reflected here at the G7 summit, is everybody sees the benefits, but the public relations exercise around AI right now is disastrous. I mean, we've got images of students booing AI leaders in universities. We've got a backlash against the damage it might wreak in the global economy when it comes to jobs. Mark Carney's talking about the benefits of health and in all sorts of other sectors that it could bring us. But it's finding the balance, isn't it? And it's balancing the risks against the benefits.
Yes, and I think that, again, this is very normal with new technologies. It's just that because AI is a general purpose technology that touches every sector, it's affecting more people, and we're also connected now. So back when the internet came on, people were also having lots of existential anxiety. E-commerce also did, social media also did, right? There's a lot of pearl clutching anytime there's technological innovation. I think what we want to focus on here with AI is getting standards that everybody can agree on, getting some meaningful forums or institutions where people are regulating, particularly the more powerful models. Because let's be honest, if you want to use AI to make cat videos or have fun at school, that's not what we're talking about as a real risk. What we're talking about is cybersecurity that could upend financial services or affect the military, right? Or pose a really serious risk to the planet. That's what we want world leaders thinking about. And those institutions are still very new, right? So it's a process. We're creating it as we go.
Just before I let you go, and in a shameless plug of AI Decoded, I'm right in saying that you've spoken to students this week about the concerns they have. Am I right? You've just recorded that with Mark Chislak?
That's right. It's one of the first of many programs that we're going to be doing, really inviting young people to be part of the discussion. They have submitted their own video diaries telling us their thoughts, their views, and we brought in two of the top experts on AI and the world of work to talk about what's really happening. How is AI really changing people's jobs?
Good stuff. I look forward to watching that. Stephanie Hare, thank you very much indeed. That's AI Decoded. We'll put the QR code up on the screen perhaps later in the week, and you can maybe find that on the YouTube website. Let's take a short break. Around the world and across the UK, you're watching BBC News.